Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and if you're new here, thanks for joining us. We do micro videos. Typically, this is a Python-based channel, but if you are here for SQL, you are in the right place. And this is the series where we're working and following and learning and going through everything SQL. And the author of this book, which I highly recommend, SQL for Data Scientists, I have the link down below. And we're actually going to be using and are using the database that the author has created. It is very thought out. It's methodical. It's from somebody in the data science industry who has been using SQL for a very, very, very long time. So, all right. So as you can see, aggregate functions. So what in the world are those? Well, they are the functions that we're kind of used to in Python, but here they are, the actual full list for SQL. Average, but it's count, average, sum. So we're probably going to spend a lot of time on this because I had a hard time with this. So we're gonna explain every little sequence because you can use them very simply, and you get. Let's just talk about count. Count star. So what in the world does count star do? So all right, we're selecting all count star from Booth. So to remind you that when we run Booth, there are 12 rows. So literally, when we count and we wrap this around star, we're asking how many rows are in Booth of everything. So then we get back count. And as you see here, we get it names the column what they were actually running. But then you have sum. Let's go back to our list. You have average, you have sum, you have count, you have max, you have min. And just to really think about this, because the next step as we're going to do this, there is another set of keywords, but we're just doing aggregate and what they do. So it's if we were to take all of this, and then as you see right here, Excel is perfect with this, and we're going to learn how to do this with SQL. So we get average, count, min, max, and sum right here. And then we come down here. And there are going to be times where you're going to want to know the sum. And there's going to be times where you're going to want to know the max. Then there are times that you're going to want to know both and then learn how to create new columns, fields. Whenever you hear me say columns or fields, same thing. Column, field. So let's go back. Star, just like so. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns / fields. Booth number, booth price, booth description, and booth type. So we are going to spend a lot of time on this. But when you begin to do more complicated and especially pull up and have more fields, because right now I can just put this in one set of instructions. Well, what happens if I wanted this all layered and some combined and some not combined? There are techniques that we're going to need to use and do that. But real quick video today. These are very useful tools, but they can become very, very complicated very, very quickly. So I highly recommend you familiarize yourself with most of these, but the ones that you'll use more than others are count, sum, min, max, and average. But there we go. Thank you as always. Make sure you're jumping over here and checking out this book if you have not. And if SQL and data is anything you're interested in, I highly recommend you getting this book. It is extremely well written, well organized. It is written from the perspective of an industry leader who has been doing this a very long time, and I think you'll be highly, highly impressed. And no, I'm not being compensated. I just truly think the book is fantastic. I've followed the author for quite a few years on Twitter and on YouTube, and they were gracious enough to allow me to use the data sets that they had already put together. And they just asked for me to mention the book. So check out the website down below and go ahead and get the book too. It's a great resource. So there we go, guys. Thanks as always. Make sure you're dropping down any questions, comments, video suggestions. Make sure you're jumping down on Discord. We have a great community over there. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And if you haven't, check out this video right here or this one right down here. And most important, make sure you're hitting this subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.